that time. Every bit of the butterflies just hit me as I was leaving the house, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, calm me down. I just took an ashwagandha pill to to calm these nerves, but ooh, yeah, we're gonna be okay. That's what I do know. I don't know nothing else. We're gonna be okay. This that moment that I wish I could record service today and play it back on Sunday and give my team a break, but I ain't got the kind of power at all. But it's like the time investment to make this happen. And I have one of the easiest loads. I've only had to do 2 main practices. But for the choir members, the musicians, the praise dancers, and all of the members that goes along with those teams, I just wish that sorry y'all, not y'all, not me. I wish that I could bless them with a Sunday off to just shake back. Oh, they're shooting. Okay, y'all. I don't think I go anywhere. No, I didn't realize that they were going to pop fireworks at the fireworks stand. Like, that feels a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. Maybe that's a marketing technique. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Ooh-wee. I feel like I got the bubble guts right now. Oh my gosh, Brittany. Calm down. Too much heat. Okay. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I have prayed. I pray that all of my cues go off. It's the bubble guts. Oh my goodness. It's about to be okay. It's about to be okay. You can do hard things. You can do new things. You can do something that you've never done before. You got this. Scared and all. Maybe once we get to the 9:30 hour, I'll feel better. I don't know. Y'all, I think I need a new holder for y'all. Because he just drooping on down. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be okay. I know it's gonna be okay. Like I told y'all the other day, it's the things that the average person won't see that we see. It's the way my stomach is bubbling for real right now. Girl, calm down. And I'm not even touching the stage. This is literally the behind the scenes. So I pray for the Lord, cover each and every person that is on stage, that has a lead, that has a part that they may be nervous about. Cover them right now in the mighty name of Jesus. Let them not have the bubble guts like I feel in this moment. Lord, bless our pipes so that if they do have it, nothing gets backed up. Oh, Jesus. But seriously, cover them. Because, baby, to be on stage, oh, I feel some type of way. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Perfect? No. But good. And giving God all the glory, that it will do. That it will do. Ooh. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get one good prayer in before I pull up the church. Okay. I'm excited because we made it. Man. Oh, God. It's the moment of making it all the way through. Yes, little things happened, but I really believe that the average consumer that was there, consumer sounds real corporate, that the average member did not notice the things that went wrong. But y'all, this slipping, yeah, we made it. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's that moment where I want to cry right now because it was like, it was pressure. That it was. But golly, Lord, I thank you for allowing us to make it through this moment and for allowing us to see 2025. I pray that you will bless my people. Now I'm finna cry. God bless my people. Bless the people that will end up coming along on this journey. Ooh, God. I don't know what 2025 will hold, but I know that you have us in your hands. And so I thank you for allowing us to see this moment. Guide us every step of the way. In the times when it gets hard and we are trusting you in the minute by minute, second by second moments, God, I thank you. And so, Lord, bless my people. Bless them, keep them, guide them, watch over them, and let this be a great one. Oh, it's in the mighty name of Jesus I pray. Amen. Happy New Year, y'all. I love you. Go be great. Do great things. Finish strong this year. And when all else fails, pivot. Love you. Bye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is it morning? Okay, it is morning. 12 minutes and it wouldn't have been. Good morning, y'all. Happy New Year. So I recorded some footage last night in the car. I'm not sure what that looks like because I know my little thing keeps falling. So it might not have been a good video. So I was like, let me tell the people good morning. So, I mean, not good morning, Happy New Year. So here we are. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Whatever this may bring for you. Oh God, let it be good. Bless my people. So yeah, I know I said I probably wouldn't vlog today, but I think I am. So here's what's in my mind. First of all, I have not picked up my camera in 10 days, which feels crazy because this is unreal for me. I have not picked up my camera and I'm just like, keep this thing going and jump back in it next week, or don't want to pick up my camera and do a photo shoot by myself. I keep looking at Don's pictures on that backdrop and I'm like, girl, that's the perfect New Year backdrop. And so I'm just like, am I gonna go do it? But like, I go get my hair done tomorrow, but I'm like, I could push down this little bar with some foaming lotion and we can go call it a day. I just don't know what I'll wear. But I'm like, also, girl, stay home because you got opportunity to not leave the house. And my body, I got a higher pain day today, but I only think it's probably because of the stress that I was holding in my body that I was trying to like not hold, but you know, your body's still gonna do, your body knows. And so I think that's where my higher pain day comes body wise, but I'm just like, I also am like, let's go do this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Also, it's officially time to retire my my reindeer light up slippers. So sad. I was like, Mom, do you think they're gonna still work next year? I hope they do. But I'm gonna go ahead and pack those up along with my pajamas. But yeah, and we need to take down Christmas. So I was like, why not go ahead and record it? And yeah. Also, I need to do my vision board. I was looking for my one that I did last year and I could not find it. I found my 2023 one and it was good to look back at that one and be like, check, things that worked out. And so I want to look one more spot, but I've been doing my boards digitally. So I'm like, they should be, they might be in my cloud. I need to check my cloud. Because I've been checking in the two apps that I primarily use. Let me check the cloud. I'm throat talking. I need to check my cloud because that may be where it is. Ooh, I hope it is. And then I need to write my vision for this year. It was funny because in searching for it, I found the daddy-daughter dance that I wanted to do last year. And I'm like, okay,
I want to do it, y'all. I want to do it so bad, but I know I need to get the steps in place to do it correctly so that it could be a whole thing. Because if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna need you to do it right. That's one thing about it. So yeah, my mind is everywhere. It's just going. I need to eat breakfast, and there's something else I was gonna tell y'all. Man, I started catching up on New Year's Eve sermons that I hadn't watched. Stephen Chandler started off started it off right. Actually, no. Before I went to church, I ended up not taking my nap, and I ended up watching Change Church with Pastor Darius. He started it off talking about at the end of Mortal Kombat how it's finish him or finish it, one or the other. He was like, but no, we're about to finish it, and I was like, let's go, because the things that you start, you are going to finish. And I'm just like, all right. So Darius started us off there, and then I started Stephen Chandler this morning, and somebody else had one. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing somebody. And then I saw PMJ was at Lighthouse, and I was like, okay. So I got some saved that I want to check out. Where was I? No, PMJ was not at Lighthouse. PMJ was at Potter's house. So I'm like, I want to see what they had going on. So yeah, last night was one of those nights though. So this was our first time having church since the pandemic. And the thing about it was like mom and I would always go to what we called watch night service at that point. We would always go to watch night service, and then to come back home and tell dad Happy New Year, we would always wake him up because I want to say they had 9 o'clock service. So he was always back before us. Um, but to come home and to know he wasn't there, that was like it was a hard moment. Cause like you just it's muscle memory. It's what you do, and so that was a hit. But oh my gosh, okay. So mom was considering not coming to church last night and just watching the live stream, and I was like, I really want you to be there, cause yeah, I didn't want her to be by herself, and so she was like, I'll come to church. I was like, well, if you're going to church, you should come upstairs. My mom had never been upstairs to see like what I actually do. I think she sat up there for like a funeral, but like since I've been in this position, she's never came up there. So mom came up, and like my little face lit up like a kid when they were doing their performance. When I saw her coming up the stairs, I was like, yeah, she's coming upstairs. So I was excited. And so she sat next to my brother, and I ended up needing to be in front of her, so I didn't get to sit with her. But it felt good for her to see what I do, because she only knows what I talk about when I get home. But like for her to see it, she's like, that was a different perspective. And I was like, it's totally different. Like it's completely different from my point of view to what the average person is consuming for church. But the part that I love about what I do is even with like screens and graphics. So my brother does Pro Center, and I'll pull the colors for like First Lady will give us the colors. I'm pulling backgrounds to match the colors of the singers, and then everything else I'm just pulling together. From there to the sermon title, the graphics, not sermon title. We get the sermon title. I'm doing the sermon title graphic. That was a bunch. But for me, I'm a visual person, and so to bring every aspect together for service, it's amazing. Like I love that part of it. Like to see it all come together. Like y'all don't understand the weeks that colors are wrong or it's off. It's frustrating for me, and I'm just like because to me you're part of the experience of church, and I'm not saying that the Holy Spirit doesn't matter in this. I'm saying that when it collectively comes together, it gives you an experience. And I am all about an experience. And so that's the other thing. Like, I really want to learn how to do our lighting board because lights control everything. So, in that moment of church, like, prime example, let me slow down. We change church and their music, when they come on, is pitch black. So it's pitch black, lights are off on the stage, but then you have screens on. So screens are directing your attention to the screens. It doesn't matter what's going on in the wings because it's blacked out. So from there, you're going for a light panel down to the singers. That light panel comes back up. Like all of those things matter so much. And right now we just have lights up, lights down, pulling them off the house and calling it a day. And I'm just like, I want to learn the lighting board because to black out everything and oh man, to control where you want the eyesight to be, you can do everything in the wing and it not matter. Right now we're like trying to hide in all black just so we can blend in with the wall. But I'm like, can we get new carpet so that the carpet can be black and it's one less thing to see the division of the screens and the carpet, like all of those things matter to me. But it's like, you're gonna work with what you got, and that's what I'm currently doing. And so it's just like all of that brings a full circle to me. And so I'm just like, how did I get here? I really don't know, but welcome to my church chat. So yeah, all of that matters. So I'm about to get some breakfast and we'll see where we pick this thing back up at. I think I really do want to take pictures, but what am I gonna wear? That's the other question. We need to go dig in our closet. That's what we need to do. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we finna do this thing. I was like, Brittany, you cannot make excuses for these moments just because your hair may not be how you want it to be. And I couldn't find the earrings that I wanted. And it's like, okay, no excuses. Do the best that you can and leave it at that. My heart and my prayers go out to New Orleans. I just heard about it. And I'm like, Lord, it's just heavy. It's just heavy. Praying for the families and those injured and the city as a whole. Yeah. But I'll pick y'all back up when I get to the studio and start this session. Okay, so even with the second go round, I don't feel like I got my shot. I do feel like I got closer to my shot, but this is the conversation that I was having with y'all the other day when I was talking about sometimes it feels like I can't outdo that favorite photo. I still love my yellow dress photo that is well, it was, I switched it to Christmas, but my yellow dress photo, that was my chef's kiss photo that I love. And it was at my heaviest. And that's why I say one thing that I've learned, not in this past season, but the one before that, it was me getting in front of the camera and just having those moments that I showed y'all. Like, it's one thing, what caught my eye was my I am enough. It's one thing when, how do I want to say this? Okay, it's one thing when you don't like what you see in the mirror. I've been there before. For me, it started with my scars. It wasn't something that I loved, but to fall in love with them changed how I moved. And then to be okay with where I am nowhere close to my goal body. And yet, looking at the photo that was my heaviest in that yellow dress, and to love those photos, I'm just like, ooh, it's not always about the number. And I think we tend to get, I'm not going to say we, let me talk about me. I tend to get stuck on the number. I do not like my number, period. And it's like, okay, well, let's work. And that's why I say July changed that part for me. It was getting back in the gym, scared and all, to put in the work and then to see the progress. No, but I cannot wait to go write down my visions for this year, because I no longer have to lose 100 pounds on there because we down some. And it's like, we're gonna celebrate this win however it may come. And it's those moments. There were plenty of pictures that I could be like, oh, that was just like I stopped. I could tell when my bra right here started rolling, and I was like, fix it now. And that's why I say I enjoy in studio experiences when we're taking pictures, especially for somebody who may not love themselves like they're supposed to. I'm gonna put it that way. Because when you see it on the screen, you're like, Brittany, can I fix this? I already know, because of how this was fitting on me today. I knew that when I sat down on the stool, all it was gonna do was squinch it up, and it's like, nope, you're not gonna love any of those. But I wanted to see if I could hide this with the disco ball, but it needs to be a bigger one. But you let it go. And that's why I say the advantage that we have with digital photos, trash them. Why are we going to harbor on the ones? What I want to do is I'm going to go in, find the ones that I love, and y'all will see my favorites. Everybody doesn't have to see the oops or the behind the scenes. Now, if you want them to, that's your business. But I'm not going to criticize you on the pictures that no one likes. Girl, that's going to be some in every photo shoot. So that's why I say, take the picture. If you don't like it, you don't like it. One thing that, it's going to be a touchy subject. One thing that I am not a huge fan of, and I am not knocking anybody who does. I am not a heavy airbrush photographer. We've had this conversation before. You can go look at my reviews and see the upset ones about it. But I need you to look at my work before you go. I am a realistic photographer. If there is a pimple, a blemish, or something, I'm going to fix it. Yes. But I'm not going to airbrush your knees and your elbows away. I'm not. But there are plenty of people that will. But for me, I need you to see you. I need you to see on the other side. And I listened to a podcast with, maybe it was Danny. I think it was Danny. Can't think of her name right this minute. Her last name. And she was like, I just want you to take the picture and know that I'm going to fix you so that you look your best. And that was a perspective that I have never thought about. I've never thought about it as, oh, take the picture and then you Photoshop them into, you Photoshop them into your version of perfection. Y'all, that's not always reality. That's not reality. And that's my issue when it comes to, bro, I feel like I gotta tread lightly. That's my issue when it comes to these Snapchat filters. Snapchat filters have us feeling as though we don't look beautiful unless we have a filter. And that was one of the hardest things I had to experience when it came to doing high school pictures. Y'all, they hated their pictures because there was no filter on the picture. Sweetheart, this is what you look like, but you're beautiful. But you're so used to seeing the perfect skin, the perfect this, and it's like, okay. But it hurts me because it's like, when you wake up in the morning, you're not waking up with a filter around you. So I need you to love who you are in the mirror. There are gonna be days, bro. I can go back to my first few videos. I'm not sure why this pimple wanted to be rude and disrespectful. Then the pimple came up. Then it busted, and then it was like, bro, you just finna leave a mark right here. And it was like, girl, you gotta record through that. And it's like, oh, you could fix that. I could, but
This is reality. This is reality. And so that was a long rant that I was not trying to get onto, but that's just the way that it is. And so, three different words in there. Check your photographer before you go to them. If you need an airbrush moment, nothing wrong with that for what you are doing. This may be your money. That's why I say I have this thing where I really want to work with a social media influencer. And I realized that I may not be that photographer for the simple fact of I'm not going to airbrush you to glory. Like I'm not going to do that. And so it's like but I'm still gonna write it down because that's definitely one going on. Like I that's the fun part of it. I enjoy the homey, warmy content, and so I'm like, ooh, I would love to add me a social media content creator to my repertoire, but I'm just like, maybe I'm gonna have to be real specific on who because that's just what it is. But I need you to love you. Like wake up in the mirror, no Snapchat filter, nothing to love you. Cause I don't care. Like we all go through. That's why I say even with my scars, I had to love them. Now I can be like, yeah, that's me. Actually, I prefer this side if I'm taking a picture, and it's like I never would have thought that would have been it because I would always go this side first, and I'm just like, Now, baby, this my side, scars and all. This me. Just Brittany, be you. Love you, bye. Yeah, so I'm feeling some type of way because I have searched high and low for my vision board from 2024 and I cannot find it. And I know that I have done it. I have found 23s, I found 22s, I found 2020. I even went back to my planner and I cannot find my vision board. And I can't let that stop me. Mate, thank you, Lord. No, is this it? Up, found it. Thank you, Lord. And it was in Goodreads. Like I said, this ain't Goodreads. It's Good Notes. It was in Good Notes. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. So, I had the vision of more headshots, multiple Christmas sets, and that is so funny because I was so upset that I bought that first set and I did not love it. I had the vision of an assistant as well as a new studio to do Santa on a Saturday, pancakes and pajamas, Santa in July, 10 bourgeois sessions in January, start Easter in February, and start graduations in March. Okay, okay. I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad. I'm not mad at all, actually. I'm really not. I found my Crazy Faith offering. I want to say this was 2 years ago from my Todd, and it was to have the Dream Studio to be debt free, to lose 100 pounds, and to bless others. I realized my little vision was a little too broad, and so yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. This past year, I really did perfect my headshots, and I am so proud of that because going into the high school taught me so much, even with like setup and breakdown when it comes to things. So I didn't get to do Santa on a Saturday. He ended up coming on a Sunday. I didn't even do pancakes and pajamas at all. I didn't do Santa in July. I did knock out my 10 bourgeois sessions. And I started Easter early. I started graduation early. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Y'all, I drew out the studio and everything. Oh, I found my prayer. Mm. All right, well, mission accomplished with that. In searching for all of this, I found my plan to do the daddy daughter dance. So y'all, here's my hard truth. I am nervous to do daddy daughter dance. Dang, not me finna cry already, and I'm just talking about it. I'm nervous to do daddy daughter dance without my dad. Um, Shoot. So my tagline for my business is capturing moments that often pass by too quickly. And now I want to do this daddy daughter dance. I've done it once, and now it's time for me to curate moments that often pass by too quickly. And so I really want that to be the theme. In like one part of my life, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do weddings and I'm gonna be an event planner. God, that's so far out the plans. I could probably find that vision board that was written on. But yeah. But in order to do the daddy daughter dance, I want it to be under a 501c3, and so I need to put the action steps into place. That may be part of my 12-week year to start this 12 weeks about it, and then, oh man, just so I know that I can't do it in February. The first one I did was in February. And me and Count were talking about it, and she was like, go for Father's Day. The question is, am I strong enough for Father's Day? That's what I don't know. That's what I don't know. I pray to be strong enough, but it's the hard reality. Even to think of like I want my uncle to come down for it. I want to ask my brother to take off and just be there. I don't know why those are scary asks of me to ask the people that I want to be there. I am grateful because like anybody that I mention it to, they're like, "What you need me to do?" Y'all, I'm finna, uh, like seriously, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't have to do this thing alone." That's what I do know. And then the flip side of all of it for me is I want to be able to give back to kids because that was my dad's heart. Him getting a full ride scholarship to McNeese with football allowed him to get out of his hometown. And I don't mean get out in a negative connotation. It just opened his world. And so I just want to be able to like bless kids that need that help, even like to the level of paying for their ACT test and things of that nature. And although I don't have the knowledge of all of the details of all of that or how to find the right people, I do know that I have connections with people. And while I'm out here dreaming big, there's a motivational speaker, Inky Johnson, who his story is just amazing. And I love to binge watch his motivational speeches on YouTube. I would love to have a fundraising event for young athletes that is also like a fundraiser to raise money for that. Man. Because what I really wanted when I first found out about Inky, I wanted it for our youth at church. But that's not my group. I have the younger kids and I think it would be perfect for I think it would be great for our middle and high school kids to have it. But it'd be like I can get a whole vision and be like, boom, make this happen. Just like I wanted to do a silent disco for the middle and high school kids, and I'm like, Brittany, you got the elementary kids, chill out. But I think a silent disco for church would be so fun. But that's just how I think. Like I be wanting to do all this stuff. Like take me back to lock-in days when we had so much fun. Anyways, we're getting off track. We're getting off track. It's funny to look back at my 2023 and one of them was like, use my no more because my yes is expensive and is. This one had learned better lighting. I have learned that. So looking at 2023 as well, try something new. Learn better lighting. Feel my feelings. In a closer relationship. with God. Oh, I wrote about my future husband. I guess I've been in pivot season for a minute. That's funny. That makes me why I wrote it like that. Of course you're gonna turn. You're gonna turn when I turn this down. But pivot season is what I wrote in 2022. Been pivoting for a while. Okay, let's get this party started. So let's make us a new one. Boom. All right. I don't know why I don't want it to be formal. I want it to be like, maybe I do want it to be formal. Maybe I don't. Let's use the lines. Girl, make up your mind and do it. All right. All right. So we're going to go organized 2025. You know when you write some words and they look wrong? My vision looks wrong. All right. We're going to go off of Habakkuk 2:2. I feel like I said Habakkuk wrong. That's definitely how I told the kids to say Habakkuk. I think it's because the video that I was watching, we were doing the song. Like they have a song about the books of the Bible, and that's what I was teaching them from. And Habakkuk, I think he said Habakkuk, and I was like, I've always said Habakkuk, and I'm going to stay with Habakkuk, but write the vision, make it plain, Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision. Make it plain. On tablets. I was like, I'm writing it on the tablet. So he may run. Who reads it? Boom. All right. So, y'all, why am I emotional? I feel like, is it Vivian Green? I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Oh, I need to play that song later. It feels good to not have to write 100 pounds on this thing because I promise you the last 4 years has been lose 100 pounds. All right. Let's lose 59 pounds. What else going on there that's been on all of these other ones? This Dream Studio. I'm about to copy and paste the same page from the other year onto this one. So I bought the book study for Elijah. I am bound and determined to do it this year, but I am going to start with Joshua, and then that's going to be my second one. But we're writing it down so we can check back. About to study Joshua. I need a vision for YouTube. I really think I'm scared to put a number on how many subscribers that I want for a year because I am realizing that it's a long game. I'm 2 away from 100 right now. Does 1,000 feel like a lot? Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I settled on my posting schedule, but because I feel like I can do more high beautifuls because they're shorter, 3 to 5 minute videos versus the vlog style. Although I do want to incorporate it in like the business area of it. It's just me being bold enough to ask my clients if they care if I record their session, all of the things. Yeah. Let's say 3 videos a week. We were talking about the cost of YouTube and how not necessarily like you're paying YouTube, but the things like I use like my Canva, I use Collab for my shorts. I'm using Artisto for my music. I'm using something else for my Premiere Pro graphics and things of that nature. And so it's like the investment into it now. Is it feasible to go to 3 new places? I think I'm more so nervous about saying I want to go to these places, knowing the work behind food. Like I asked Google today. I was like, "So what's the best place that has the most gluten-free options?" And she was like, "New York." New York has never been on my list of places that were like that I wanted to go, but to know that they have a diverse gluten-free community, I'm like, you're about to be on my list. I really thought it was going to be Colorado. That was the place that I found so many of the bakeries that I would order from were coming out of Colorado. And I was like, okay, well, cool. I just don't want to go to Colorado in the cold. I do want to see snow, but I don't want to get snowed in. That's what I don't want to do. Um, and I really thought San Francisco was going to be the next one. So my order would have been Colorado, San Francisco, then New York. But to know that New York was on the top of the list, I'm like, But we shall see. I don't know. Let's leave it at 3 because I think 4 is being a little weighty, Am I going to challenge myself with newborns? That's what I don't know. Mm, I think I am. I think I'm okay with. I feel like I've said I think a lot, but this is just getting it out. I think I'm okay with not doing mini sessions. So like the ultra minis, although I am starting with one for headshots. I know I want to do something. Maybe that's not a valid statement. Maybe I just need to tweak my expectations. That might be the reality of it. But my thing is, if I'm doing an ultra mini session, something of that nature, doing it over multiple days is not the ultimate goal. The goal is for me to give you an opportunity to get a discounted session on at one specific time. Stretching that out over days ain't what's up, period. So I'm not sure what that's gonna look like, but I can change my expectations. That's what's gonna have to happen. And I want to continue to heal. That feels real vague. But I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. I like it. I'm okay with it. Let's date this bad boy. That's another thing I realized that I was not doing was dating my plans. Because sometimes you need to know exactly when you wrote that bad boy out. And like I date my prayers now. And I love it because when I'm praying for other people, it's like, oh, this happened on that day. So dating it makes it even better to be like, I saw the Lord do that in 2014. I saw that. Like sometimes I don't like how I organize my prayer list, but it's necessary. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So I really want to join Crystal Hertz Circle. Sister Circle? I think it is a circle, Sister Circle. But they meet on Monday. And because they meet on Monday, and that being my Sabbath, I try to sleep in. That's the same thing, y'all. So with our church, we have Monday Morning Connect. And it started during the pandemic. And it was like gun ho for me to get up at 5:50 and be on the call for 6 a.m. And then it came to the point where I was getting up and not being able to go back to sleep. And I was like, Lord, I feel horrible for not getting on the call because I try to do the things that leadership call for. And it was just like, I'm not going back to sleep after I get up from it. And so like my Sabbath wasn't Sabbathing. And finally I got the release from the Lord to be like, you don't have to get on every single call. And so when I was on leadership with young adult, I'll make sure I got up on our week, and I'll make sure I got up on youth Sunday for the kids. So it was 2 Sundays I was sleeping, and the other 2 I would make sure that I was up for. And then I got off of leadership with young adults, and so that freed up one more Monday. And so now I'll jump on with the youth, and I'm almost done with the youth in a couple more months. But I'll jump on if they need me to like open up. I'll definitely do that. But it was like I felt so bad for not. It's like never wanting to miss, feeling guilty, and that's why it's like sometimes you gotta go back to your why. It's not that I'm trying to defile. That's the right word. I'm not trying to disobey leadership at all. But to not go back to sleep after waking up for it was frustrating when this was supposed to be my Sabbath, and it just wasn't working out. And so those are the moments that you gotta realize your why. You gotta figure out what you're gonna do so that you can do it well. It's not like I'm not praying. So yeah. So vision is written down with Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain. At the top, I'm going to copy my studio from the other year onto this one. I can do some. Oh, I didn't put Dirty Daughter Dance on here. Y'all, I skipped a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to do my final pancakes and pajamas. Ooh, let's do this thing. I hope that you, even if you're not a vision board person or a planning, a goal person like that, set some expectations on what you want. Because I don't think I've done a pretty. I'm trying to go back to see when was my last pretty vision board. 21 was my pretty board. I had a whole app that I had bought to get the pictures of this, that, and the third. And then from there, I've just been writing it. Oh, my theme that I wanted for last year. I would probably keep this one. Oh, one of my DJ from my first one passed away during COVID, and so I know who I want to DJ it, but he was so good, and I want to be able to honor girls that have lost their fathers. Ooh, it's like an angel wall. I saw it, Lord. I saw it. Ooh, write it down, Shug. Write it down. Ooh, am I doing the most to like have the picture of the person and I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Would it be crazy to put these, ooh, maybe not the pictures, but to list off the angels on the back of a shirt and let it be a memorial shirt? Okay, Brittany, you might be doing too much. Yeah. Okay, I quit. All right, y'all. I'm closing out this vlog right here. I pray for your 2025 for real. I know for Louisiana, ours started off a little heavy, but I also know what the Lord can do. Y'all gonna be great. And I will check you. Check you. That was so old. Oh my gosh. And I will catch you. That ain't no better. I'll see y'all tomorrow on tomorrow's vlog. Good night.